I'm a teenage boy and my room smells awful. My sisters and mom have all made comments about how bad it smells, so I figured I better deal with it. I changed the covers on my bed, did the laundry, and I put baking soda on the carpet and vacuumed it. I dusted the room thoroughly and swept everything. I also opened the door and window and set up a few fans blowing full blast. But there's still one problem: the stench remains. If anybody's got any more advice, and I'm sure many other people, will be very thankful. Edit. I woke up to so many comments. I'm thankful for everyone's contributions, and I'm reading them all, but I can't really reply to each one. Thank you so much for the advice. Story 1. You've seemed to have done almost everything right. Maybe do the fan thing a few more times with the windows open, but next time put dryer sheets behind the fan. That way it'll blow out good-smelling air. Story 2. I have 4 pieces of advice. 1. Have you been masturbating? Of course you have, we all do. If you're wiping down using your blankets, then your room will absolutely smell bad. Give the snake a break and try it in the bathroom a little more, and don't use your bed or blankets or anything to clean up. 2. Wallflowers. Definitely use these. Seriously, pick a couple of good ones you like and enjoy. They're really nice even when you're not trying to cover up a smell. 3. Are you sweating in your sleep? Get a box or standing fan and put it near your bed, blowing on you. Trust me, it helps. If you're sweating less, then your bed will stink less. Also, try stripping the bed and cleaning the area you sleep on with a cleaning product. 4. Pick your clothes up off the floor. Generally, just clean up, man. It helps. And if none of that works, then it means one of 2 things. Either you're a teen going through puberty and, even though you can't help but stink, you'll have to deal with it because the smell has bonded into the carpet, or it's because your room has really poor ventilation. Story 3. This is going to sound unpleasant, but don't use socks or rags for that purpose and leave them in the room. It leaves a smell. Use paper towels and discard them as soon as possible. I was a teenager once, so I know what I am talking about. Story 4. Continue to clean your carpet at least once every 2 weeks. Also, keep dirty clothes and trash out of your room. Ask your mom for some scented candles and a can of air freshener. Lastly, be aware that bodily fluids have a stronger smell than you think. So, anything that you've relieved yourself on or in, either wash it afterward or put it wherever you store dirty laundry until you are ready to wash it. Story 5. Do you have fabric curtains? Those things are like odor sponges. Take them down and run them through the laundry, and while they're down, take the opportunity to dust your blinds or run the vacuum over them with the attachment that has a brush-looking thing on it. For any unpainted wooden surfaces, like your floor, clean them with Murphy oil soap if you have any. As a bonus, it usually smells strongly for a day or 2, which can help cover things up while you wait for it to air out. Story 6. Febreze chemically eliminates odors, not just covers them up. They have scented and unscented versions. Make sure your shoes and any sports equipment are stored outside your room. Put them out in the sun and let the ultraviolet light kill some germs. Flip your mattress and check for food, bed bugs, and so on. I found an old rotten potato under my friend's chair one time. He was like, "Huh? I guess I forgot all about that." It was nasty smelling, and he'd been complaining about how he could not figure out where the smell was coming from for weeks. Story 7. 1. Shower every day. Wear deodorant. Wash all of the fabrics in your room and wash your bed sheets every week. Keep dirty clothes in a closed hamper. Even consider spraying some fabric freshener in there every now and then. Take your shoes off at the door and consider placing a dryer sheet in them when you aren't using them. Make sure you are not leaving wet towels lying around. Don't get into bed sweaty and unclean if you can avoid it. Keep your room clean. You're going to smell. It's part of growing up. I had to have someone tell me when I was a teenager. Just make sure you're taking good care of your hygiene and cleanliness. It will not only make you smell less, but will also improve your life quite a bit. Story 8. How do you smell yourself? How does your gut feel? Do you eat things that you can't digest well? Do you produce gas? I've been told on different occasions that I smell really good when people hug me, and I actually never use perfume. Maybe it's just genetics, but this is what I do. I avoid things I cannot digest well or consider unhealthy. I made a list for some time of what I ate every day and gave it a score. If it made me feel tired, hurt my gut, produced gas, etc., I removed it. For me, no processed foods. I avoid daily bread, no sugar at all. I mostly drink water or add lemon. Not too many animal products all the time. However, if you are still growing, I'd consider a balanced diet for you. Sometimes I do intermittent fasting or eat less if I feel like I add weight or just don't feel good. I regularly do a little workout routine, just a couple of minutes. Nothing crazy, just something I can do every day that keeps my body functioning well. And I try to keep lean. If you can commute by bicycle, do it. I shower in the morning always and most of the time in the evening as well. I always use a fresh towel or wait until I'm mostly dry by myself. I never wear a shirt twice as well as underwear and socks. Only my pants and pullovers get worn more often. If I sweat into clothes, I don't wear them again until they are washed. I wash towels separately as hot as possible. I avoid having stinky shoes and never wear them all day, only to commute. Never at home and wear something that can breathe at work or none at all if work allows it. I always aim for 8 hours of sleep. I wash my clothes with something that smells simple, nothing special. Get them out of the washing machine immediately. If there is still a trace of a stale smell, you could clean your washing machine, get a better one, hang them out somewhere they can breathe, or get an electrical dehumidifier in the room where the clothes dry. It will waste energy, but clothes dry quickly, and I think they don't smell stale that way. I notice clothes with a hint of stale smell start to smell worse if you sweat into them. Clean your teeth well twice a day and maintain regular mouth hygiene at the dentist. It will make your life so much easier when you grow older. Avoid being stressed out if you can. Unhealthy friends and family, a toxic work environment, etc., can produce stress. Stress produces cortisol, a real enemy of good health, and I think it makes me smell bad. Story 9. I know you said you vacuumed and dusted. Did you also mop the floor? There might be something that you've spilled and forgotten to take care of. You might not be able to see anything on the floor, but mopping is a good thing to do. Story 10. Had 2 teenage boys, now men. I know the stinky smell growing boys have and how to get rid of that locker room smell. Sunlight. Sunlight is a natural disinfectant and odor eliminator. Put your worn shoes out where direct sunlight gets into the shoes daily. Hang comforters out in the sun for a minimum of 4 hours. Flip them for another 4 hours every 2 days. Get that mattress outside too if you can. Do the same flipping, making sure it's placed on something to keep the edge clean. Do the mattress once a month. White vinegar. Wash all bedding, including pillows, in laundry soap with a 1/4 cup of white vinegar. Dry washed pillows in the sun. Wash your clothes with vinegar daily. Don't let those clothes sit around. To add, bed linens should be washed every 3 days. Make it a habit and it won't seem like a chore. Just something you do regularly with no thought, like brushing your teeth. Cut fresh lemon. Lemons are a natural antibacterial odor eliminator. Place cut lemons on windowsills. Don't use scented candles. Get a room spray with natural lemon and/or grapefruit. Lysol antibacterial spray. Kills fungus, eliminates odors. Spray your mattress, both sides, when outside with Lysol. Use the Lysol in your trash can, if you have one in your room, after it's scrubbed and dried in the sun. Always use a liner in the trash can, empty daily. Rubbing alcohol 70%. Spray shoe insides mattress used to wipe down surfaces. Great hand cleaner, sanitizer, odor eliminator. Try spraying the carpet lightly, not soaking, with rubbing alcohol. Bleach, another antibacterial disinfectant. Use diluted on white clothes only. Don't mix with vinegar or other chemicals. Scrub the toilet with bleach, shower/tub in well-ventilated areas with gloves. Very powerful stuff. Read the label before using. Baking soda, everyone knows. Throw some in your shoes after sun airing. Keep an open box or 2 in your closet. Some add it to laundry. Just don't mix vinegar and baking soda at the same time. They'll cancel each other out. Ozium, emergency room spray. Actually eliminates odors but not the cause of odors. Comes in a tiny spray can, a little goes a long way. Body care. From the inside out, eat healthy, Cut back on fast food and pizza. Drink lots of water. No stress as much as you can. Use chlorophyll, someone mentioned previously. You can get this at health food stores. Alfalfa is a good source of chlorophyll. Start small and work up to the full dose, usually 6 to 8 tablets with lots of water. Shower daily. I highly recommend soap products from the medical industry, especially no rinse body bath, but rinse afterward. Most of what I suggested here are natural and cheap or free methods and products. Simple things like airing, sunlight, doing laundry, taking the trash out are no-brainers. I'm sure there are other ways to get the stink out. Maybe others can add. Hope this helps. Story 11. Some smells remain. I got downvoted for complaining about the odor in the girls' dormitory, but I was part of a crew remodeling some mixed dormitories, and the girls' dorm still smelled after being cleaned, bleached, and repainted. The boys' dormitory did too, but in a different way. My sister is visiting for a week, and I always dread it because she leaves the entire place filled with her scent for a week after. You'll have to continue addressing that issue for days or weeks to really tackle the smell. Story 12. Give your mattresses some sun drying, wash your curtains, keep the windows open as much as you can, and let the air flow through your room. Do not keep your room closed for a long period of time. I hope this helps. Story 13. If the stench is still as strong as it was before or only a bit better, then search for mold. Please be very careful while doing so, and also look for any half-eaten food. Also, let the room receive plenty of sunshine and fresh air every day. The situation will improve gradually. Please describe the stench, fruity or pungent, that may help to find the culprit. Story 14. Burn some candles while you look for the source of the stink. For some reason, that helps clear the air better than spraying a bunch of chemicals. Oh, and wallflowers are plug-in air fresheners sold at Bath & Body Works. Story 15. There's one quick way to fix this. It's called ozone. You would need an ozone generator to do it right. You can get one for $60 or so. I have one and treat my whole house twice a year. You'd have to shut the door, tape around the edges, and cover electronics, although I never do. Then let it run and shut off. Don't open the door until an hour after it shuts off. When you come in, your room will smell like a hospital, no smell at all. Ozone will penetrate deep into everything and oxidize all ammonia, rancid smells, sweat, urine, and mold. Ozone is the strongest deodorizer in the world, and your room will smell unbelievably fresh afterward. The only downside is that if you use it more than once, you really need to cover electronics, or they will break after multiple treatments. Story 16. It's pretty normal. It's just general hygiene, which you need more of when your heart is pumping more hormones than blood. Keep up what you've been doing, keep a decent amount of airflow, and keep it cool to avoid as much sweating as possible. Get direct sunlight on your mattress instead of covering it with duvets or sheets when you can, as it kills germs. Make sure to shower before bed. It's not really something you can just get rid of, as you're the source of the smell, but actively being aware of it helps. Story 17. Many have told you, but I just managed to beat the smell. In most rooms, you have trash and dirty clothes. First, try throwing out the trash and doing the laundry. Leave the windows and the door of your room wide open for at least 3 hours. If you come back and the room still smells, try smelling your carpet and bed. If you notice no smell, check if you have any socks or shoes lying around. It sounds weird, but trust me, I found shoes in my room and don't even remember taking them in. Let the room stay open again for 3 hours. If the smell doesn't go away, check your closet and your floor if you have a wooden floor for signs of mold. Story 18. Get some good candles. Bath & Body Works has amazing ones. To know where you are from, but my personal favorite candles are Tyler's candles and Circle E candles because they smell incredible and you only need to burn them for a short time to make your entire room smell magical. I think you might only be able to find those in Texas though, or online. But like I said, Bath & Body Works has great candles and they are always giving out coupons. I like stocking up on the 3-wick candles whenever they go on sale. Story 19. Is it possible there is mold growing under the carpet? Washing is great, but stuff needs to dry or it starts mildew. Odd question. Is your bed raised off the floor? Putting a mattress or box spring directly on carpet traps mold. Anything spilled on the carpet has a chance to grow mold. Story 20. Others have stated the obvious, so I'll just mention not to freak out if you're doing everything and still smell. Much like acne, there's only so much you can do about the effects of puberty. Story 21. I don't know if anybody said this, but ask your mom what she thinks you should do. You could be missing something that she'll notice quickly. Ask her to make a list of what you need to clean and how often, so you can stick to a plan and have your room smelling nice all the time. Story 22. Hey fella, get a new mattress, bedding, and pillows. Use IKEA waterproof bedding and wash them regularly. Try to get a shampoo cleaning machine for the carpet or hire someone to do it. After you wake up in the morning, open the window for fresh air. If possible, leave it open all day. Keep on top of the dirty laundry. If your parents are busy, learn to do it yourself and control your environment. Use a vacuum powder on carpets and soft furniture, like a chair or sofa. Baking soda is the main ingredient. Sprinkle it on carpets in the morning and vacuum it up when you get home. Shower in the morning and before bed. Try using a dry stick deodorant. Nivea is good. Buy antibacterial soap and use that to clean in the shower instead of shower gel or shampoo. Get a shower loofah sponge. Ask the women in the house. Use that as it will help with the antibacterial soap. If you sit for gaming, use a removable layer like a towel or cover on the gaming chair. Like pillowcases, wash it regularly. If you spend considerable time in your room, consider keeping the window open for fresh air circulation. If you get cold, put on a jumper. For any washable or wipeable surfaces, like laminated shelves, desks, or plastic finished surfaces, get a pack of antibacterial surface wipes, kitchen cleaning products, and clean everything down. This can be done less frequently, but it's good to keep on top of the dust. Deodorant-stained armpits and still smelly but washed clothes need a soak in vinegar before the next wash. The armpits accumulate calcified deodorant, sweat, and bacteria, so vinegar helps break it down. Use white vinegar, the cheapest one. You don't need a lot of it and it washes out. This is cheaper and more effective than expensive branded washing aids.